guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to my channel. For today's video, we're going to be doing a tutorial slash review. We're going to be testing out this Primark Sweet Dreams eyeshadow palette. This one here, it's like this on the inside. It is super pretty, which is the reason I picked it out. I thought it looked so nice. Without further ado, if you want to check out this palette, then definitely keep on watching. So for today's video, I have already put my foundation, primer, moisturizer, and brows already on, just because I didn't want to make this too long. I just wanted to solely concentrate on the palette. So for today's video, I will also be bringing out some new brushes and testing the palette with the brushes itself, just because I don't want to use the ones I already have out. I want to use some new ones for this new palette. First brush I will be using for the first shade is this one here. It's sort of a big fluffy one, and this one is the Flawless Concealer Brush M05. I will be using this to apply my first shade. To start off, I will be using this shade here. I haven't tried this palette before, and therefore I'm not actually sure about how the pigment is gonna be. The only thing I don't like so far about this palette is that it has no mirror. So I normally use the mirror to actually put the product on my eye, although I will just be using a different mirror. The next brush I'm going to be using is the blending brush M07, which looks like this. It's a little bit fluffy, just smaller than the one I just previously used. And for the next shade, I will be using the shade, this one here. Really like this shade. The blending brush M07 brushes are so good. Next off, I will be using this shade here. I will just be sort of just over the crease cut, just blending this shade through. Next off, I will be using the Tappet blending brush M06. I will be using the shade, this one here. I will just be going over the crease cut. So next off, just to sort of darken the crease cut, I will be coming in with this shade here with the same brush. Actually changed my mind. I will be using a different brush, and I will be using the eye crease brush M08. I will be coming in with this dark shade here. I don't want to grab too much of the product because I just don't know how dark this product is going to be. Just want to darken that crease a little bit. Next off, I will be using the short shader brush, and this is the M03. Coming in with this shade here. That it's very pigmented, a lot more pigmented than I actually thought. I can't believe how pigmented this is. You guys, this is so freaking cheap. Can't get enough of this shade. I really can't, and I didn't think I was gonna even like this. So next off, I will be adding this shade here, which is the yellow shade. Just under my eye. I might change the brush. I'm gonna use another M03 short shader brush, and I'm gonna use this with the same shade, the yellow one, and retry. That's so much better. So far I'm not too impressed. Okay, now we're sort of getting there. So using the same shade, I'm going to now try it with the angled shading brush M04. Just testing the shade out with different brushes at the moment. I actually really like the way this one feels on the under eye. So next off, I will be using the eyelash and eyebrow M12, and I will be using this for the highlighter. I'll be adding this shade here. This is such a nice shade, and I feel like it's really complementing the blue. Next off, I'm going to be grabbing this shade here and just with the same brush, sort of extending the sort of silver tone, blue tone highlighter to the yellow. I feel like something is missing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab this shade here with my finger and just dab a little bit just on the outer section of the eye. So next off, I will be adding some liner and lashes. So next off, I will be using mascara to sort of lock my natural lashes and lashes together. Adding mascara to those lower lashes. So next off, I will be adding some blush. This is in the shade 03 Peach. So next off, I will be adding some highlighter to the bottom. Next off, adding some highlighter to the bottom arch of my brow. And for today, I think I will be going for the So Hard. I think I'm gonna go for tan lines for today's look. Just add that here. I will also be using this on my cheekbone. This video, I will be using the Hot Cocoa 16, shade 16 in the Floma Silk Matte. So you guys, this is today's end look. So I'm going to go into details about the actual palette and what I thought about it. This was the actual palette I used in today's video. This is called Sweet Dreams. This is the eyeshadow palette from Primark Beauty. This palette cost me, I believe it was like €6, which would be like the equivalent of like, I don't know, £5, maybe £5 something at the moment, maybe a little bit less, but around the £5 mark. Shades that the palette came with, they are so pretty. The reason I bought this palette was because of how pretty the shades was. I actually bought this palette about 7 months ago and I have been dying to make a review about it, but I've just had no time because I've been just filming everything else. But I did use about half of these shades. I went in with this one, 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 and this one, so, and this one as well. So I did use most of them. I didn't use this one and I didn't use that one. Those are the only 2 shades that I didn't get to use in this palette. And my review on this palette is that it's absolutely freaking gorgeous. I love the pigment. I didn't think the pigment would be as great as it's proven to be in this video. Only shade I didn't really like, and only because it didn't hold much pigment, was the yellow on this palette. I felt like I had to keep dabbing and adding and dabbing to the palette. So it was freaking crazy, but we did manage to get there, and you can see that it's yellow. So I mean, if I had to rate this palette out of 10, I would give it like, I think I would give it like an 8 out of 10 because the yellow looks amazing, but it didn't really apply amazingly. The yellow would have been good. I would have recommended this a 10 out of 10 because, I mean, look at these eyes, seriously, like, I'm so happy with the pigment. I didn't think I'd be a fan of the blue, but the blue looks so freaking pretty. I can't believe I doubted it so much. I hope you enjoyed this review slash tutorial. It was so fun to make. I can't wait to do so much more of these. I'm so happy with this look, you guys. I can't stop saying how happy I actually am with this look. I think it looks incredible, and I love the whole eye look I've created, and I sort of love doing reviews and tutorials because I end up creating looks that I would never really go for, just because I want to test out the pigment of the shades of the palette. Storyline of the Sweet Dreams palette, I love it. I think they all look so good together. I think Primark Beauty really chose wisely when it came down to this, because the minute I saw this, sort of the packaging, and opened it, I was like, tape. So it definitely sold me the second I saw it, and I will be using this palette again. This is the end of today's video. I really hope you enjoyed watching. I enjoyed creating this video. You guys know I always love creating these videos for you guys to share with, and also for the experience. I love having the experience. I love everything that filming intakes. I love the editing. I spend hours on my freaking editing. Like, I have about 3 coffees and 2 teas whilst I'm editing because they just go cold and I just keep having to make them. My editing is very caffeine based. Let me know your thoughts on this palette. Let me know if you have this palette, if you'd buy this palette, and let me know if you like this palette overall. Thanks again for watching. I hope everyone out there is well, fit and healthy. I really hope the best for all of us. We're all in this together. We're all fighting this battle. It's all hard. It's very scary, and we're all locked down, and it's just, we've never really gone through a pandemic before, so I know how stressful it is. You see a lot of people making the most and doing some like sort of fitness videos. I mean, Italy with the dolphins and the swans and everything, the fish, like, I think a lot of good things have come from this, and it's taught us a lot, and I really hope that we make so much changes when this pandemic disappears and that we don't go back to how it was before. I really hope it's taught us a lot, and I really hope it's taught us to be and work and think like a real community, like all of us together. I hope you enjoyed this video. We're gonna get through this together. I know we are, and let's just be strong. Let's fight this, and let's do the best that we can. So you guys, I love you so much. I hope you stay healthy. I hope you're okay. I hope you're not too worried, and I will see you guys in my next videos.